Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life. And here we have an article from the telecompetitor. I will leave it in the description so you guys can check it out. This morning, T-Mobile CFO Peter Osvaldik presented at Bank of America's conference. Had some very huge updates, a little bit of a different question, a little bit of different answers. So this is going to be some good updates for the channel and for you guys. One that's very interesting is the first one that you're seeing on screen here in the title. Lots of people have been critics of this fixed wireless access product, both from a capacity perspective, spectrum perspective, and two, from a quality perspective. Some are saying it's not of great quality. There is a high return rate, 50, 60%. Return it, and the churn. And it looks like, according to the CFO, that is not the case. He said at the conference, as the product matures more, and it's been on the market for some time now, and as of Q1, they've had a total of 3.2 million subscribers on fixed wireless access. He said the churn is declining. He says as it matures, the churn is getting better. So that's very interesting. That's going to shock a lot of people. When there's cable out there that T-Mobile is competing against, and cable is saying, well, this product's not going to work, it's not long term. They're just about 3 years in on on launching this product, going on year 4, and he says the churn's declining. So I wanted to point that out at the very beginning of the video because I find that a very interesting point, that they are seeing a decline in churn on that base. Another point that he made towards fixed wireless access is with Auction 108. Whenever that clears, we don't know. Again, it's all on the FCC. It's already been a while. We don't know. But he said hopefully soon it clears. He gave a number. He says with Auction 108, it's not going to take long. It's more of a flip of a switch. Radios are already deployed. He says they can cross another 2.5 million households covered with fixed wireless access that they can't serve at this time. Once Auction 108 clears and they are able to launch that spectrum, they can 2.5 more million households will have access to fixed wireless access with Auction 108. So that's great competition. He states it very clearly in this conference. It's needed. It gives T-Mobile more access to more customers and subscribers, and it allows for more competition against cable or whatever other services are available. Satellite, DSL, whatever. T-Mobile says they can compete there, but they would need the spectrum from Auction 108. So another interesting point that I wanted to kind of close the video out with, they went into more detail on the VA contract. If you guys saw that video, T-Mobile got a government agency, the VA. They got about 50,000 total lines, which he said would take several quarters to migrate that base over, right? He says in this quarter, there's about 20,000 that they're going to be able to move over. But this is going to be several more quarters until all 50,000 lines are ported in, right? He says they're getting them from another carrier. AT&T has said that they let those lines walk. So I am anticipating most of the lines to come from AT&T that T-Mobile is getting. Now, here's what was interesting during the conference. Peter Osvaldik said that they got this business based on network. He said the VA tested it, indoor coverage. They tested it thoroughly. And he said at the end, when they made their final decision, the incumbent came in at number 3 and T-Mobile was number 1. So I don't have any proof or documentation of that. That's what he said. I'll try to find a link to the script so you guys can read the script. He said that at the conference. He said the VA ranked T-Mobile as the best network in the testing period. Verizon sounds like they were number 2 because there's roughly still about 20 25,000 lines that are out there that T-Mobile did not get, but T-Mobile got majority of the bulk of those lines. So that's interesting, right? A lot of people said that pricing may have been a factor in this, and that could still be true. But he said that they were chosen on network. And he also said that pricing now on some of these contracts that they're in negotiations with, talking with, pricing is not the number one topic. It's network. So they're not choosing T-Mobile primarily on price anymore. That's not what I said. That's what he said. I don't know the negotiations. I'm not a fly on the wall. I'm just telling you guys what was quoted and what he said at this conference. He said they are being chosen on network. He says 9 times out of 10, they beat out the competitors at this point in time. So whatever that may be, right? He says that there's wireless lines associated with that, and then there's add-ons coming for the VA, right? Some VA regionals, he said they're serving them with fixed wireless access. There might be some tablets involved there too. Who knows? But he says it was all dependent on network. He says in the past, they came in much cheaper on price, but they couldn't compete on network. So they just simply weren't chosen. There was a testing period happening apparently as well during that time, and they weren't chosen. They just weren't good enough. Now he says that story is changing 360 degrees, and they're winning now. So again, that's him saying that, not me. I'm just letting you guys know the updates. So let me know what you think about that in the comment section down below. I look forward to reading all you guys' comments. Make sure you guys stay tuned for more. Like, share, subscribe if you're new, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.